We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. About ready to get this one started. Amy Fairbairn ready to kick it off. And off we go from Houston. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, Travis Etienne. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That return not going to work out at all. He backs up trying to make something happen and is belted down for a loss on the return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Stroud going to throw right away. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well. Man acquired by trade in the offseason, it's Joe Mixon. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a 1st down. Here's a give running left with Mixon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so, until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game.
That'll be intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The veteran Danico Autry brings him down. Second down and 8. Now here's Lawrence. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Hey, Ron.
First and 10. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 25-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 31 yards.
Lisa, 24.
Off the play pick. Here's Lawrence. He's got it inside the 5. And he is going to be out of bounds. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Red on red.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from Houston coming up in a moment. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's in the end zone and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And the Texans are going to get the football at their own 23.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. He's going to tuck it and go. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. He's got it at about the 8. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Big-time pitch and catch there on third down to extend this drive. Feels like they've got to come away with 6. You want to strike first. It'll go a long way in determining how the rest of this game plays out.
First down throw there is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, after the failures of the 1st and 2nd down, you got to look now at your 3rd down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
11.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. They took away all the options. And now it is 4th and goal. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion. 11.
Back to throw. Lawrence. This one is caught by Kirk. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play. 2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I, back from Houston in a moment.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hey, easy. Route. Yeah, gun.
To throw is Lawrence. A pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but At the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play...
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Open man, that's Collins.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. First down picked up.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Look to high, look to high.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
23.
Lawrence now. That's complete to ETN. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Hey, run.
Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
Here's the 24.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the Jaguars' 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. So just a couple of field goals through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our score at the break. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. 1st half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. The break, the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Quick throw here is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And this will be incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. Stroud to throw. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. And he will go all the way. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Johnson now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. From ETN. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard mark. Christian Harris there on the stop. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Stroud gives it to Pierce. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
To the goal line and in. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Rip, 23.
In motion comes Thomas. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They go play action for Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Jacksonville.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
30 left. Go, let's go.
Now Lawrence. The ball comes out. And this is taken in by the defense. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And he's going to have a Jags first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Throwing is Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Stroud. There's that man again. Another catch. And they will finally run him down.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead, and they for sure are not letting their foot off the gas. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey.
A hit, and he has lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. 33 yards.
Go.
To throw, it's Stroud. That is caught by the tight end. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. His throw left side, taken in by Kirk. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
Hey, easy. Route.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it'll be second down.
Hey, go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Jaguars. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
All right.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Here we go. South. Hey, south. Good.
They'll drop to throw. He'll look deep here for Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Texans. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. And no return here, but since it did hit in that landing area, per the new rule, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
13, Luke. Hey, kill.
Now here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Hey, run.
To throw is Lawrence. A throw on the move is caught. They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
24.
Lawrence now. That's complete to Etienne. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward.
Well, I think by now, Mike, we know where the biggest mismatch of this game has been. This defense is all over this passing game. Everywhere they look, they have defenders in the right spot. They've resulted now in 3 interceptions, all while forcing this offense to try to adjust their game plan on the fly.
A good push from the defense. They get him down back at his own 10. 2nd and 11.
Ow,
They'll go right back to Mixon. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Oh, okay.
Here's Mixon. So, fourth down, and it's the former Chief, Tommy Townsend, to punt for Houston. And back deep is Devin Duvernay to return. So, it's a win here for the Texans. They get the victory away from home in the division. It's so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.